Hi, it's Gabrielle, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right by setting concrete relationship goals for yourself. Don't be like other people and skip this step because you'll pay for it later. This relationship advice that I'm going to give you right now will show you that what you imagine when you think about the kind of person you want to attract is only the tip of the iceberg if you want to create a great relationship. For over 12 years, I've been a licensed professional counselor and relationship expert in private practice in Boulder, Colorado. And my practice is grounded in the science of what makes relationships work. If you like the relationship tips and couples advice that you're learning here, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button right here. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like and share it. And please go to thepowercoupleformula.com and powercoupleseducation.com for lots more information about how to build an amazing relationship. There's a lot of relationship advice for women and relationship advice for men that tells you that it's important to think about the kind of partner that you want to attract before you start dating. Most people think that you should look for the perfect partner and it will get you a great relationship. When people make lists of what they want in a partner, they make a list of their ideal partner's qualities. And you might be thinking you want a partner who is handsome or hot, makes a lot of money, and is into the same kind of hobbies or activities that you're into. Another thing that I often hear from couples is, I chose my partner because they looked great on paper. We shared the same religious beliefs, they have a good job, they're pretty and smart. Those things may be important to you, but there's a problem here. Your partner's appearance, their income, their interests and hobbies, and even their mental capacities are not what really matters when it comes to creating a great relationship. That's because all of these things change over time. Your partner is going to age. They're likely going to gain weight and get wrinkles and cellulite, and their income can fluctuate as well. Just think about what happened with the worldwide pandemic and how many people lost their jobs. And people's interests change over their lifetime too. You might think about how your own interests have changed over time. You might have been into rock climbing, but now you prefer parkour. Or you used to like going to rock concerts, but now you prefer bluegrass in your old age. And if we want to really get morose here, we could say that even our mental capacities aren't guaranteed. What if your partner were in a car accident and lost their ability to think properly? Or even less extreme, their brain just naturally starts to change over time and deteriorate as they age, and they lose the sharpness that they once had. And the same is going to happen to you, by the way. In fact, everything about us is changing all the time. Our bodies, our appearance, our brains, our interests, our life circumstances. If you base your relationship on these types of things, it's going to fall apart as soon as these things start to change. The fact of the matter is, relationships need something unchanging in order to work. Here's something that won't change: grounding your relationship in principles that make the relationship a great place for both of you to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't make a list of your partner's ideal appearance, job, social status, and intelligence. Those things are important. There are natural steps in a relationship, and it's natural in the beginning to feel attracted to a potential partner because of their beauty, their social status, and their interests that they have in common with you. But ultimately, it's the quality of your relationship that makes someone Mr. or Mrs. Right or wrong. Relationships need to be built on something that doesn't change. Building a quality relationship requires a mindset shift away from the qualities that make a person look good on paper and toward the qualities that make a great relationship. It means setting goals for your relationship about the kind of relationship you want to have. The clearer you are about these goals, the more likely it will be that you're going to attract a mate who wants the same kind of relationship that you do. There's a lot written about relationship checkpoints, how couples should check in with each other about how their relationship is going and whether or not they each feel that they're getting what they need. But before you can do this, you need to make sure that you're both looking for the same thing out of the relationship. There's no use in trying to determine if you're getting what you need if you both fundamentally disagree about what your relationship is for. Maybe one of you feels that you should take care of your own emotional needs, and the other one feels like, no, you should be there to soothe each other when you're upset. Well, if that's how you each feel, there's no point in checking in with each other to see how you're doing. Relationship checkpoints come into play once couples are on the same page about the kind of relationship that they're looking for, and they have agreements about what it is that they do for each other. Then they can actually set up times to check in about how the relationship is going. So let's get back to goals for your relationship. What are good goals? Think about how you'd like to be treated and how you'd like to treat your partner. What do you think are the right behaviors in relationship and what are the wrong ones? What kind of relationship culture do you want to create? Here are some examples of what is scientifically proven to create a healthy, happy, and lasting relationship. We all need to feel attached to one special person. We need a relationship that is trustworthy, emotionally safe, dependable, and based on the principle of reciprocity. That means that I do things for you that make your life better, and you do things for me that improve the quality of my life. This isn't my personal opinion. People have been pairing up with each other for hundreds of thousands of years in order to ensure that they create relationships that ensure their survival. This begins with the mother-infant relationship, but it doesn't stop there. We're designed to seek out a special relationship with one person throughout our lifespan. And this has to be a place where we feel warm, nurtured, and relaxed. This requires that both partners accept their inherent dependency on each other and create a non-threatening environment for both people. Let me tell you exactly what I mean. Being totally honest with each other and sharing everything of importance with one another. Helping to minimize each other's negative feelings. Understanding what makes your partner feel good when they're feeling down. Helping each other when one of you is feeling overwhelmed or in distress. Understanding each other deeply. Maybe even more deeply than each of you understand yourself. And increasing each other's self-esteem by making each other feel wonderful every day. Notice that these goals are like overarching ideas. They're not specific actions to take. Because when you have big overarching ideas, they guide your specific actions in relationship. For instance, saying that you shouldn't have any digital devices in the bedroom is a specific action. And maybe you and your partner decide that that's a good idea. But saying that you make your relationship the most important commitment in your life is a larger, overarching idea. That way, when one of you feels that a digital device is getting in the way of the two of you feeling close, it's clear that you need to ditch the digital devices if it's getting in the way of your relationship. These are the types of relationship goals, these overarching ideas that make a great relationship last. That's because unlike your looks, your interests or hobbies, or what you do for a living, these overarching goals don't change over time. They can last forever, and you can rely on them. Being clear about your relationship goals puts you and your partner in the driver's seat. Putting your goals out there to potential partners right from the start is a great way to ensure that you don't get into relationships with people who don't have the same goals as you do. Now, let's hear from you. What goals would you like to set for your relationship? How would this help you find a fantastic partner? Leave me your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.